Welcome to the Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce Let's Talk Business podcast. This morning we're here with Oliver and Nkuku. How cool is that? We're going to be talking about a lot of different cool things that are happening in the chamber. But first we're going to go ahead and thank our sponsors. So Southwest Airlines is a proud air travel sponsor of Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. And we'd also like to thank Primacor Business Solution. So how you doing today, Oliver?
I'm doing very well, Tabari. Thank you for asking.
So you're back to hang out with me again. So again, tell everybody a little bit about you. Anybody who hasn't seen you or haven't had an opportunity to be introduced to you.
Well, again, thank you, Tabata. Last time was so good, I guess I have to come back for another one. Yes, I'm Oliver Nkuku. I'm Vice President for Region 2 in Fort Bend County for Tri-County Black Chamber of Commerce. And I'm also on the board of directors of Tri-Chamber Black.
I'm going to get you to do that yet. Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. I'm saying to you, I'm like, what's going on? Why you keep messing up this name? You've been with this for a long time.
That's right. That's right.
So you better get together, man.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell people a little bit about your position and how you work with the chamber.
Okay, yeah, I'm the vice president of Region 2 because we have several regions in the chamber, and Region 2 consists of Galveston County, Brazoria, and Fort Bend. And what we do is we help the businesses in those regions get the resources that is available at the chamber. And we have events that we let the people know what the chamber is all about, what the chamber can do for them. And one of such events is slated to happen on October the 24th of this year, which is going to be next month. And the more details of the event can be seen in our website, which is the
tcbcc.org.
.org. I want to say .org.
.org. There we go. So you've been the VP. So I have a cheat sheet. So I'm going to read the mission statement.
Please do.
So we make sure that everybody understands what the chamber is committed to doing. So the expectation of every entrepreneur is to develop and grow a successful business enterprise. Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce is committed to acquiring and disseminating valuable business information, resources, and tools needed for member firms to develop, grow, and achieve entrepreneurial parity and economic prosperity in the region and internationally. So for me, that spoke volumes when I read that mission statement, and then it's followed up with all of the activities and things that go along with it in order to gain those two things. For you, it had to resonate with you in order for you to agree to an appointment of VP for Region 2.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And in addition to the mission statement that you correctly stated, the chamber also exists to do three major things in addition to that statement. In addition to that mission statement, the chamber exists to help in business development, in training, and advocacy. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what that means in a nutshell is, say you wanted to join the chamber and you know you want to do a business, but you're not sure of how to begin the process of establishing a business. What the chamber does is help you, with the processes that is required to start a business, which is the business development aspect of it. Helps you, get your LLC, helps you get your DBA, whatever the process is required in order to get a business. The chamber helps you to do that. So that is the developmental aspect of what the chamber does. The second one is training. The chamber trains you in what your business needs to have in order to be positioned to get to the next level. Be it helping you get certified, be it helping you do business plans, because you can't have a business without a plan. and the chamber helps you to articulate and develop a plan consistent with what it is that you want to do. In addition to that, also, the chamber also helps you to put together what we call what is this thing? Statement.
Which one? Because I'm telling you,
I mean, the chamber does so many things that I'm at a loss now to.
not lost. It's just so much. You just like, okay, so which direction do we go into?
Right,
I like the
right.
fact that there's entrepreneur parity, right?
Right.
And economic prosperity. So we're talking about legacy here. That's the way I look at it. I look at it as today, what can we do? How can we grow it? In order to make sure that it's here and around for the next generation to take the baton and carry it forward. Because right now we're at a deficit, and we recognize that there's a deficit, but we have to figure out how can we lessen that, make it easier for people like ourselves to be able to continue to move our businesses into a place where it's healthy and can have definitely an economic impact to our community in general.
Absolutely, and relative to what you're saying, it's not come back to me. What I was trying to state was the capability statement. The chamber helps you to develop what we call a capability statement, and what that is having established your business, probably having gotten the resources that you need to compete. Now, you need to be able to let your prospective I guess people that you expect to get work from or contracts from, they need to know exactly what it is that your company is all about. So in the chamber, we have workshops that helps you develop the capability statement. Capability statement in most cases is a one-page document that says your core strengths and why you're different from other people in your industry. And so that helps the people who you're seeking to get a job from know exactly what it is that you do. And in the chamber, we find that has been very, very helpful in helping people to get the contracts that they're looking for. And the chamber, in addition to helping you with that, also advocates for you. Let's say you're trying to get a particular certification in some government agency and you're having problems with it. The chamber tells you how to navigate that particular agency in order to get the certifications that you're looking for. So these are the things that attracted me to the chamber very much, and I certainly encourage people to come to the chamber and see how you can get the same benefits that I have gotten, and that the chamber is very, very willing to give to people. And like you said earlier, Tabitha, the main thing the chamber does is to gather information and give that information to member firms so that they can achieve their entrepreneurial parity and economic prosperity. That is the main thing that the chamber does. It's very, very good at giving you the resources that you need, the tools that you need, the valuable tools and valuable information. Of course, like making it in life really is 90% information and 10% hard work. And so in the chamber, we give you that information that you need. All you got to do is just, put in a little work, and then, you're going to get to where you need to get to.
I know, right? So that's like that, because when we go to build a house, we have a toolbox. And we have all the tools in there that we need in order to build our own houses.
Right.
But we still have to build our houses because it's our vision. And so I always like to encourage everybody to understand that other people have come before you, and they may have done things similar or very much in line with what you've done. But that doesn't mean you have to 100% follow their floor plan.
Absolutely.
Right? So there are different ways to do the same thing, and then offer a different aspect that somebody may not have thought about. But you still have to have the tools in order to do that, in order to build your vision out. And so I love the fact that I can lean on the partnerships that the chamber already has in place in order to move my needle, in order to progress my business. But at the same time, it's up to me. The responsibility is mine in order to make sure that I build what I have envisioned for myself. It is not up to the chamber. And I think it's very important that a lot of people understand when they say membership has its privileges and its responsibilities.
Oh, Tabitha, you're 100% correct about that. And the chamber always puts that up front, that our job is to give you the resources that you need, but we can't do the work for you. You know what I mean? So you have to get up and do, some of the work that we cannot do for you, that only you can do. And also, I'll also like to state that one of the things that the chamber does is on a monthly basis, we have events where we let people know where we are, what we're doing, and what they can expect from us, and give them the opportunity to ask questions. You know what I mean? Because there are several chambers out there, but we are different from the other ones.
Right.
And we invite you to come and listen to why we're different. Ask us questions, and we will tell you, and we will prove to you. And in most cases, when people come to some of our events, when they leave, they are very satisfied in the fact that we were correct when we say we do more for members than most other chambers can even think of doing. Man, listen, we are in...
You're like, listen,
Yeah.
pay attention.
We are in several counties, over what, 9, 12 counties?
Okay, so you worrying me, but 12 counties.
Okay, yeah.
So four regions, 12 counties. So yesterday, I want to say, I talked to a young man and he said, what are the 3 counties? And I was like, no, sir. Each region has 3 counties.
That's correct.
So that's why it's just tri-county regional.
Right,
So
right.
each region has 3 counties. So, and she has 4 regions open, 2 more to come.
Exactly.
You belong to region 2.
Yes.
But you touched on the fact that the meet and greet is extremely important because it gives an opportunity for people in those counties to come and ask questions of other members that are there, ask questions to the VPs of those regions, and then learn a little bit more about what the chamber has to offer and how they could potentially fit into this type of community.
And talking about that, Tabitha, tomorrow is a case in point. We do have one of such great meets and greets in our Galveston County, which is part of Region 2. So we certainly invite everybody who is listening to come to Galveston County. All the information is on our website. If you can go to that website and see the information about the event tomorrow, I definitely encourage everybody to come there so you can see what County Black Chamber of Commerce can do for you.
We're going to beat you up, Oliver. You're going to get beat up. Somebody going to come get you, sir. They're going to come get you. A Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
We're going to practice that for the whole entire hour. But the meet and greet tomorrow in Galveston, you're getting an opportunity to meet Bobby Holman because she's their VP for that area.
That's correct.
And it's going to be down on the seawall. And seats are filling up pretty quickly. So you got until probably, I want to say, until about 10 o'clock tomorrow before you can go ahead and register. So go ahead and head over to tcbcc.org, go for the events, and then find the meet and greet for Galveston County.
Absolutely.
But you have one coming up too.
Absolutely, yes. Mine is, the one for Region 2, for which I am Vice President, comes on October the 24th. And if you go to the website, we'll have all the information on that. Again, certainly encourage everybody who is in the Fort Bend area and beyond. It's not only for people in Fort Bend, but anybody can come. But it will be in Fort Bend. And we'll definitely encourage you to come and hear for yourself what the chamber can do for you.
You're funny. You don't know what the chamber is going to do. The chamber will do lots of things. You just come meet some people. I tell you, there's a lot of great stuff about it. So I know that we talk about recruiting, and there's opportunity for some people to join and become lifetime members. Can you tell a little bit about that?
You're right. Yes, absolutely. But before that, though, let me touch on something that you just spoke about. Now, when we have these meet and greets, you'll be surprised the kinds of information that you can get from there. If I remember, our last meet and greet in Beaumont, Region 3, was I think it was 2 weeks ago. And at that meet and greet, some lady who was wanting to find out what the chamber can do for her came there and stated that she's been trying to get something done. I think it's with it had to do with the dead black soldiers or something like that.
Buffalo soldiers.
The Buffalo soldiers,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
and she'd been, going to all kinds of places to find out how she can get that project moving forward. And somebody in the audience told her, listen, all that stuff that you've been trying to do, we know how you can get over that hump.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So if she hadn't come to that meet and greet, she would not have gotten a solution to that business problem that she's been having for a very long time. So these are some of the advantages of coming to our events. You know, advantages of actually belonging to the chamber, because if you belong to the chamber and you have these issues with your business, there are so many people in the chamber who have different types of, who are involved in different industries that you can tap from them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So just like you said earlier, you don't have to reinvent the wheel when you're trying to do business if you're a member of the chamber, because you have several people who probably have been where you are and are a little further down the road in that business than you are. They're very happy to share that information with you so that we can all grow together. That is one of the great aspects of joining the chamber.
That is true, and I'm glad you touched on that, because at the meet and greet you get to hear about the lifetime memberships. You get to see some of the advisory board members, and you also get to meet some of the more board members. So it's not just that one person. You get to see so much other things that are going on. And I do recognize that there are a lot of people out here that are searching for different communities that are going to be able to support their businesses, and are not coming out of that feeling like that was a good use of their money. So then people become a little bit more apprehensive to join a different community. But at the end of the day, if you find the right people and there's a connection in a way that is supportive, then it's really, I encourage anybody to at least start to have those conversations with more than just one person. When you go and buy a car, you do all this research on this car. You verify, I mean, and the people are like, this is the best car ever. You can drive off the lot today. But before you go in, you already have an idea of what kind of car you want to purchase.
Absolutely.
You already have an idea as to how you need that car to feel when you sit in it and drive when you're moving, right?
Absolutely.
So it's the same difference here. So again, I had a lot of different experiences, and I go to one of the other chambers often, but I have never joined the chamber because it didn't resonate with what I was working to accomplish. So that's what I think. I always encourage people to kind of take a look at that part of it. What is it that you're looking for in your business that you're currently not being able to find today when you're looking in these other places? And then don't be so apprehensive or think everybody's up to something, because this chamber has been in place for 15 years, right?
Absolutely.
And she's continuing to grow it. So it has a foundation of for a total of 18, right?
That's correct.
And we're already at 12. So she's going to add a little bit more, and then everything else is, and they'll stay the same, but they're recognized. This chamber is recognized in a lot of, and for a lot of government
Absolutely.
partnerships.
Absolutely.
So we have to understand that that's important. Not everybody gets that.
Right, and then the structure of the chamber itself, the organizational structure, is one of the reasons why the chamber has been very successful in getting businesses the opportunities that they need. Because one of the things that the chamber does is it's got an advisory board, and what that advisory board does is it is constituted by business people in those particular communities. Every county that the chamber operates in, which is 12, all have advisory board members. And what these board members do is, because they are business people in those particular communities, they're able to know the issues that the businesses in those communities have, the issues that they face.
Mm-hmm.
So this advisory board now reports to the board itself, to the substantive board, of the issues that they have seen in their communities. So that way the chamber now devises plans that is targeted to those particular communities to help them get over those business bottlenecks. So I don't know that there are other chambers that are so structured, you know what I mean, where everything that happens here is geared towards helping the members' firms. See, that's why this structure was instituted that way, so that way we have the pulse of the very community that we're trying to help. So whatever policies and programs that we have is geared towards addressing specific needs
Right.
of the target community. So that is what is different from
From
Tri
Come on.
Regional Black Chamber of Commerce.
Woohoo! We made it. All right, Oliver, we got that. We got this. So this is good. So in your region, because you're leading up Fort Bend, what do you think what have you heard that different entrepreneurs need in your area?
Well, again, Tabitha, the most important thing that I hear all the time, is the source of funding.
Right. Yeah.
Funding, and the fact that they don't know how to access the opportunities within the local, state, and federal governments. So they hear about people getting businesses, having contracts with these entities, but they don't know how to go about it.
Right.
And the reason why they don't know how to go about it is that they have never, come across a chamber like this that has all that information and that is willing to give it to them, which is why we are, very proactive in actually going out there to let them know that this is what we have available for you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And that is why we do this, our meet and greet. We also have after 5 events, which is networking, to where we invite people to come and talk to us and tell us their business challenges, and we'll let them know the resources that the chamber has to address these challenges. We do this in all our counties, and then we encourage people to come out to these events. So, we'll bring the chamber to you. You know what I'm saying? So
we bring the chamber to you.
Right.
I like that. It's a lot of great things that are going on, because a lot of the events actually allow you. You can take these off.
Can you take it off?
You can.
Oh, okay.
So you can. So a lot of the events that are scheduled are actually going to help. And connecting different people to different places. And I love the fact that we talk about the funding part, because a lot of times people will talk about the fact that I don't have access to funding. We're struggling to get a loan, or we're struggling to get various, any type of money. But if the chamber connects you to where to get the money, so what's the best type of money? A loan, or to actually an award of a bid, right? The award of the bid is better, because that's a cash flow that you don't have to pay back. The chamber makes a connection for you here that allows you to say, I know how to get you closer to the money. I know how to get you to the place where you can make the money, so you can stop feeling like you're behind the 8 ball. And I think that's a really great thing about being a part of the chamber.
Oh yeah, absolutely. One of the great things the chamber does, the chamber offers workshops in showing you how to write business plans. Okay, because a business plan by definition is a document that you present to a financial institution to show them that your business is viable. Okay, and this is what the chamber is very good at. The chamber helps you to put that together. And not only does the chamber do that, the chamber doesn't stop at that. The chamber also connects you with financial institutions that are partners with the chamber that will help you, get the funding that you need. Okay, so the chamber does that. They get you ready to be financially viable, to attract the funds you need to do your business. And then, having done that, the chamber also helps you to craft a capability statement. Like I said earlier, capability statement is that document that shows your competence, okay, in doing the job for which you're seeking to get a contract for. So the chamber offers a workshop that shows you how to put together this document. So with the chamber right there, you get 2 major things that your business cannot do without, which is a business plan that shows your business viability to a financial institution. Along that is also a statement, capability statement, that shows your competence to prospective government agencies that you're seeking to get work from.
That is true. And so when people talk about a capability statement, at the end of the day, so when you go and look for a job, you want to work underneath someone or work for someone's company, you have to build a resume or fill out an application. So, but the resume is the one where they get to take a look at everything, make a decision before you get the application. That's the same thing with the capability statement, except the only thing I don't think that the capability statement should have on it, and I've never seen on it, which is a list of all of the items that all of the jobs you've done previously. All it is just a skill set what's your NAICS code, what's your SIC codes, your NIGP codes. That's some of the things that possibly go on there, a description of what your company does, and then everything that you're capable of doing for that position. So that's less like a resume without your work experience a one pager, right?
You are 100% correct. And in order for the listeners to know more about this, I encourage them to please join the chamber. The chamber has a very, very good track record of their ability to, have these workshops that teaches you how to do this stuff. And then what really very interesting about the chamber is that we teach you how to do stuff so you can succeed for yourself. We don't just tell you about it. We teach you how to do it. And so at the end of the day, it is knowledge that is with you all through your life.
Right. And so then you can apply it in so many other different areas.
Absolutely.
So once we teach you how to do that, or we teach you what you need in order to build a business, then after that, then you just rinse and repeat for any business that you come on board for.
Absolutely.
I really like that part of it. So we talk a lot about certifications and things like that, and I want to explain why we do that, because certifications in general is extremely important to get you at the table. Isn't it nice to know that there is a job out there or a position out there that you can achieve, that's something you can do, but you're never given the opportunity to even review it until you become certified. And I think a lot of people don't realize that the certification actually allows you to get on a mailing list, that you get first dibs at some of the contracts that come out before it goes out into, I guess, like public for everyone to see or have a part of. So all the contracts mostly exist out there, but even if you've seen a contract out there and you're not certified and you find it later, but now you don't have something extra on your capability statement or on your resume, so to speak, to say that you can do that job or that you should even be considered for that job, because they have to meet, some type of managed number in order to pull certain people in. You wouldn't have that if you didn't have the certification.
Thank you very much. And certifications is something that most people really don't know about, and that is why they don't have the opportunities that other people are taking advantage of. And that's another great thing with the chamber. The chamber is very big on showing you and teaching you how to get certified. And one of the reasons why certification really is very important is because for most government jobs that contracts that are in excess of, in most cases, $100,000, those contractors who are vying for those jobs must show that they have subcontractors, certified subcontractors, who must get a percentage of that contract. You know what I mean? So it becomes very, very important for small businesses to seek to get certified, because once you get certified, then prime contractors who are going for these big jobs don't have a choice.
I love that.
But to bring you on board. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so this is something that the chamber, that is the training aspect of what the chamber does. Like I said earlier, one of the three things, amongst other things that the chamber does, is business development, training, and advocacy. The training aspect of it is geared towards telling you and showing you the certifications that you need and why these certifications can help you get on the table. Because the chamber's mission statement talks about entrepreneurial parity, you know what I mean, which is to put you on the same level with everybody else, so you can have an opportunity at the contracts out there.
Yes, I love what you said though, because at the end of the day, it's a matter of wait. So I want to make sure I catch it, but the fact that, oh man, I lost that point that quick. What the heck? No, it's so crazy because I got really excited. I was like, I love that part of it, because they're making a connection. At the end of the day, in order to know that the contract's out there or to even attempt to get the contract, you have to be told about it. And that certification, they're saying, okay, I have this, and there's a certain percentage of people that I need to pull on.
That's
but
correct.
If you're not certified, you're not in the pool that they can pull from.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And so a lot of people say, oh, well, certification it doesn't allow you to do anything more than just the certified work. At the end of the day, you have to build your resume. And if a prime, which is a primary, is the one who has the responsibility to fulfill all the jobs needed in order to get that job done, that's their responsibility to go out and find possibly 25% of minority-owned businesses and bring them on board. But if only 10% are available, what happens to the other 15, right?
Absolutely.
So it's important that we, even if we get certified and it takes a few months in order to get on a job, at least now you're in a pool of like a 25% pool versus a pool of 10%, and you can only capture but so much. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. And the other thing is that with a website, so tcbcc.org, as a member, there is a page in there specifically for bids.
For bids.
And so it touches on all of the partnerships that the chamber has that has said, okay, we're going to allow you to put this on here for your members, and we get access into their sites and stuff and what bids come up. So we can go in there. How often do you visit the website, Oliver?
You're supposed to visit the website every day.
Yeah. So look, I'm testing your skill set. So.
The thing is, the reason why you have to do that is because if you don't do that, you're leaving yourself out of so much information that can help your business. If you're in business and you want to do good, you want to know the opportunities that are out there and the resources, you just simply go to the chamber website.
Right.
It's got nothing but information to help you. So why would you not want to check that every morning when you wake up and before you go to sleep? Let me just check this site because this site has so much information for me. So that is definitely what,
I know, because they just had a Metro event, right?
That's correct.
Did you go to that one?
No, I did not go to that one because that Metro event was, I believe it was to teach you how to get Metro certification, which we already have.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's a very, very good certification to have because Metro has all kinds of opportunities out there. And Metro, of course, is a partner. It's a strategic partner of the chamber. And what that means is that the opportunities that are available to Metro is made available to the chamber, so the chamber can disseminate that information to its member firms.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you see how that works? The chamber, the chamber has so many strategic partners, and the reason why the chamber does this is to bring the information that is available in those entities closer to member firms, and which is why logging on to the chamber website as a member helps you a lot. You'll be very surprised how much information just on a daily basis comes into your mailbox. Yeah. Simply because these are beads. This information is telling you today. Is it the Texas Department of Criminal Justice? Is it Metro? Is it University of Houston? Is it TexDOT? All the kinds of jobs that they have available, asking you to come bid for this stuff. Bid for this stuff. So where else are you going to get that type of information from? That's what the chamber does.
I know.
Information.
That's right. And disseminate information.
Exactly.
Now here's the thing, because you mentioned all the emails that come through that give you information. Now, okay, so I'm privy to a little bit other stuff that's too on the chamber. I challenge each and every member who is listening and watching this podcast to send in your capability statement. I give you about 7 days. I'd like to see a flood of capability statements come into the inbox. And I'm going to tell you why. When I look in this one box where there is all these opportunities, you know how many prime contractors or contractors that actually request for capability statements because they're looking for members, but without the capability statements, there's no way for that information to be sent to them so that they can contact you. So when I say that there are members who are leaving money on the table with the chamber, I'm saying, I seen it with my own eyes. When I looked at that and I was just a list, I was like, but I don't have anything to send to them. I don't have anybody that I know, oh, that person most definitely can do it. Oliver can do that job. Let me go send that. This, who is a Hugh, he can do that. Let's send them Hugh's capability statement. unfortunately, I don't have access to some of that stuff, or I don't know that I see a lot of the capability statements. And that's why I think that as a business, because I got contacted yesterday by another company, and not a chamber or anything like that, but he was like, do you have your capability statement? That was what he asked me. And I was like, okay, yeah, but why does that have to do with what business we're going to do together? Well, that's all a part of getting you out there for other people to know who you are. So that's becoming the new norm for me now, as an entrepreneur, to actually have people ask me for a capability statement because they're interested in what I am, what capabilities I have, what jobs I can perform and do, and what buckets I kind of fit in as far as NAICS codes, in order for me to get out there and get the positions and the jobs and the awards that I'm looking for. So I think that people need to start to understand that if you're in business, it's time for you to build a capability statement, which is equivalent to your company's resume, and send it over to the chamber if you're a member. Because I looked in there yesterday, and I was like, it was over 1,000 emails in there asking or requesting for information from members, and honestly, I can't send them anything because I don't have it. We don't have it. So for anybody who's listening.
Right, and that's one thing that the president of the chamber, Ms. Leandra Thompson, tries to, tell every person who is a member of the chamber or the business that you must have a capability statement, because in most cases, sometimes the chamber is contacted and asking them, do you have members that in this field that can do this, and then if your capability statement is in your file in the chamber, it's very, very easy for the chamber president to say, yeah, I have, because all she does is try to get opportunities for member firms. So, but if you have your capability statement in the file in the chamber, because she requests that you actually bring it so she can have it there, you know what I mean? So that way, when anybody communicates to her and lets her know that, listen, these are some of the opportunities that we have, and this is the type of people that we want to get this. Now, if you had your capability statement in your file in the chamber, it's easier for her to say, hey, yeah, contact this person. You see what I'm saying? So you can't overestimate the importance of having that capability statement. Just like you rightfully said, it is a resume of your business. You know what I mean? So if you're trying to do something, resumes, of course, tells the story about you to people who otherwise do not know you.
Right, so that's very important. I did like that part of it. And then too, the other thing is that, well, before we came up here, you were talking about meeting other members, and you even said it since we've been talking about the fact that other members can complement your business. So it's good that some of these programs are coming back, or they're being launched, especially, I think in each region, right? The meet and greets for sure, the network after 5, the listen, lunch, and learn. Those things are coming and starting to go on the calendar, because I do believe that with that, there's synergy to be found inside with the chamber members, and you'd be surprised how you can work with another person and be able to go and capture a bid or an award that has come up,
Oh, absolutely, and it is so much easier for you to become a sub if members in the chamber are the primes in a particular job, and it is easier for the primes to get subs if they know that the subs are in the same chamber with them. You know what I mean? So it's really, really important that you come to this meet and greets. That way you know who in the chamber are primes for what jobs that you can sub under them. You know what I mean? So this meet and greets is very, very important to come to. The website is very important, but above all, the most important is to join the chamber. You got to join the chamber, because if you join the chamber, then all these things are available to you.
How cool is that? I think I love that, though. I think that's really good. I know that we talk a little bit about the new programs that are coming up. We're talking about the alliances that the chamber has decided to create and put together. Now, with 15 years of experience, she has been able to experience enough in this time period in order to understand that the alliance is now important for to be put together. So for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and read the the Trucking and Contractors Alliance program. So a specific service program committed to acquiring and disseminating valuable business information, resources, and tools for independent trucking companies and contractors to have an immediate access to higher levels of contract awards, business training, and business funding. So again, this comes down to the fact that there are people out there who are have trucking companies, and it's important to try to get them to kind of pull together and figure out what we want to do as far as that's concerned. So if anybody has a trucking company or a contracting company, go ahead and contact the chamber to see if this alliance is for you. There's a lot of information that goes along with it. There's a lot of things that a lot of support that is added to this, and it's out there specifically so that you can get to the larger dollars.
Absolutely, Tabitha. There is strength in numbers, okay? And one of the advantages of these types of alliances that the Chamber, has put together and has been putting together for a while is the fact that sometimes you have entities that do not want to give out too many jobs to different people doing the same thing. So they will rather contract with one entity that has said that kind.
There you go.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So that's one of the major advantages of belonging to a chamber like this, because there are alliances within the chamber that allows you to develop your business more than you would have been able to on your own.
Yes.
On your own. So that is the key there, the alliance. Because with that alliance, you now belong to a group that speaks for you, advocates for you, and helps you get business. I mean, how cool is that?
I know, that is so cool. And the fact that it's advocacy, because a lot of people don't understand what that necessarily means. But to have somebody to that will go to bat for you when nobody else will, that is extremely powerful. And I think that, and I know that when I have advocates, period, even for myself, I'm a parent advocate. And when some parents will call me and ask me to help them or support them, when that happens, it's the room changes. The feel of everything kind of changes, and it moves in the direction it more likely should have moved without the other advocate. So actually having that extra support there is extremely important to the success of all businesses, because there is no business here ever that is able to sustain and function only on its own without the support of anybody and everybody, right?
Absolutely.
So it's got to be money coming in, it's got to be money going out,
Absolutely.
and there has to be some type of network there. And so understanding that part of it, having somebody who, when you're not present, is still able to speak for you or for your benefit, that is extremely powerful.
Oh, absolutely, man. You can't overemphasize the importance and necessity for good advocacy, which is provided for in this chamber. Like, for example, I'm aware of cases where somebody was trying to get certification from some of the government agencies, and they ran into, I guess, problems of, problems. And, and they contacted the chamber, and because the chamber has strategic partnerships and alliances with most of these government agencies, what the chamber does is they pick up the phone and they advocate for you, and they call that agency and say, hey, listen, so and so member is having problems with their certification process. Is there anything the chamber can do to so? But for the chamber calling for you, believe you me, several instances that I know that has happened, those people get immediate response from the government agency, because somebody has stepped in, a different eye has stepped in to tell them, listen, remember we are partners too, and most of these agencies are partners with the chamber. So the chamber has connections and contacts with them, and that's why the chamber goes out to have these strategic partnerships, strictly for the benefit of its member firms, so that when any member firm has an issue or a difficulty with that agency, the chamber immediately goes out, and the chamber is very good at that, which is why the chamber is always seeking for alliances strictly for the benefit of its member firms.
Right. So that's the other thing. So when the right connection matters, connect to the right network.
Absolutely.
Tri-County Regional Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
How cool is that?
Absolutely.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that was pretty good, Oliver. It's led us right into that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So I do like that. So what can people expect when they join the chamber, other than what we've talked about, here? So when you come to your region, because your meet and greet is coming up October 24th, right?
Right.
And so when people come to your meet and greet, they're going to come and meet your friendly face and all your people, But what can they? So I'm like always interested in knowing what they want and how they can be met with that when they come over to the meet and greet.
Okay, good question. One of the things that we've been doing at Fort Bend is to sensitize the people out there to the upcoming event. And one of the things that will let them know that they can expect when they get there is you're going to be able to ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're going to be able to find out what resources the chamber has and what the chamber can do for you. Okay, now in most cases, people who are not members, which is most of the people that probably will be coming because they want to join, but they seek more information to know whether this is a good fit for them. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and so that is one thing that such people can expect when they come to the meet and greet, because you see members there. You can ask questions of the members there, you know what I mean? And then anything that is confusing to you,
Mm-hmm.
you have people there who can explain to you how this works.
Mm-hmm.
So when people are coming to these events, what they can expect is information, okay? That
Yes.
will help them make a decision, that will show them what is available for them out there that they don't already know. You know what I mean? They also meet other business people. You know what I mean? They meet people in their own field also who have probably gone beyond the stage where they are in now and can help them get to where they need to get to. You know what I mean? So that is one of the things that they can definitely expect to see when they come to one of our meet and greets. And I really encourage them to come, to begin to come by going to the one in Galveston tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
That's another one. That's one in which all these things that I've just stated now, you would witness, you will see it. You will ask questions. You will see the people that are there. You will see what benefit they've gotten. You will see the kind of assistance and knowledge, and information that you can get just by being around, that community of people who work together, who want to work together, who are only interested in taking your business to the next level.
Right. So the other thing is that, so let's discuss some of the questions that have come up. So what makes this chamber different from the other chambers? I'm going to answer first. One of the things I will say is that we don't really know what the other chambers are doing. So this chamber does not talk about what the differences are between any chamber, because we don't know. And I 100% respect that.
Mm-hmm.
What we can say is that what you can expect from this chamber versus another chamber, I don't know what your expectations are until you let everyone know, or let the person know you're speaking to. But then again, membership comes with its responsibilities and privileges and responsibilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the responsibility is for you to make your vision known, or what you're attempting to work through, and then allow for the chamber to say, yes, we're able to support you in that, right? So we can never have a conversation about the differences between one entity or another, because unless you're on both sides of the fence, you can't have that conversation.
Absolutely.
But this chamber is different, and the reason that they help you and they support you where you are and what your needs, and know how to get you there. So do you believe the same?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Just like you rightfully said, Tabitha, we're not in the business of trying to compare, what we do with what other people may or may not do. We show you what we can do for you.
Mm-hmm.
And within yourself, you would know that if you've been chamber shopping, you would know, which some people do. You would know the difference by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That is information that we want you to get for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
All we're going to do is show you what we do for you, show you how we do it, and how successful we've been at doing it.
Right.
And then you can determine for yourself what the difference is between this chamber and the other chamber.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now you can see our reach,
Mm-hmm.
you see our partnerships, you see our alliances, you see our business, you will see our organizational structure.
Mm-hmm.
All these things tells you our story, that we don't believe we need to start comparing what we do with other people. I mean, the difference is clear.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And so, but it's up to each individual person
Right.
to determine what those differences are.
Absolutely.
It is not set up for
No,
the chamber to
no,
do that.
No, we don't do
And
that.
so that is very important to say, because I've heard the question multiple times, you know, how are you different from others? Well, we're different because we are who we are, right? And so nobody has we can't do the comparison. So
Exactly, but we invite you to do the comparison for
Yourself.
yourself.
go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, but just don't ask us, because you can't ask me, because I can't tell you. I can tell you my experience.
Exactly.
Right?
Because I mean, you're the one who have supposedly heard from us. You've heard from the other people. Now you're the one who's in a position to tell the difference.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we encourage you. We're very confident in what we do, in the fact that we can satisfy your business needs to the extent that you want to develop your business. Just come to the chamber and let us show you how we can do that for you, and then you do the
Right.
comparison yourself.
That is correct. And the other things are that the strategic partners, they have made decisions to actually partner with the chambers. But not everybody, not all the strategic partners are partner with all of the chambers. They're only partner with people, with groups that resonate with their bottom line and their vision. And so it's important to note that with 15 years of experience building this the way it was originally when it was created, she said she didn't know how she was going to get there. It was all given to her, and she wrote it all out, and it was 18 counties. But when I talked to her, she says, I didn't know how this was going to happen, and I don't even know where they're going to roll out to. I just know that this is what the framework was supposed to be. And she has marched to this beat for 15 years, and for another 5, she'll continue to do that. She marches to this beat of understanding of where she needs to go, right? And so I think that a lot of times people just think, oh, it's automatic. We know exactly what's going to happen. But she's living proof of what an entrepreneur has to endure and go through, and have confidence enough in herself to understand that the answers are not going to present themselves 100% all at once. They're going to roll out as they become relevant to the next step.
Absolutely. And one of the reasons why these alliances have been possible is because the entities for which the chamber has sought to align with are entities that have looked at what the chamber does, and these are also entities that themselves desire to reach more of the people out there, to let them know what opportunities are available in those entities. And so for them to choose to have strategic partnerships with this particular chamber is because they've done their due diligence on the chamber, they've done their full spectrum analysis of how the chamber operates, and they have come to the conclusion that this chamber has reach.
Yes.
This chamber has reach. And so if our mission is to get to a lot of people, here is a chamber that has demonstrated its ability and capability to reach a lot of people and help them in their small business needs.
Right.
Which is why it is easy. I won't say easy. That's why you see all the strategic partnerships that the chamber has been able to get, because those entities have determined that this is the kind of chamber that we can align with, because they have what it takes that helps us too to get to all the small businesses that are available out there.
I agree. I 100% agree. And so we're going to go ahead, and there's a few things we're going to go ahead and remind everybody of, right? Because you're absolutely correct. It is important for us to know what we're doing. So we have a lot of events that are going on just recently. So right now, Houston Best Personal Care Facility proudly presents the newly renovated mental health assisted living facility. Okay, so Houston Best Personal Care Facility, 7741 Tangle Wild Street in Houston. So September 26th, which is tomorrow, at 11 to 4. But also, we have to remind everybody that Galveston is having their meet and greet, and you get to meet Bobby Holman and Galveston. That's tomorrow between 3 and 5. So there's no reason why you can't go to both. So between 3 to 5. So if you want to register, you're going to go to tcbcc.org and go to the meet and greet for tomorrow in Galveston. Make sure you hurry up and get those tickets or register for that because tickets are starting to run out. Also, we want to remind everybody that Fort Bend is also having their meet and greet 3 to 5 October 24th. You're going to go to the website and you'll be able to mark your calendar. Save the date, I say.
Yes,
save
ma'am.
the date.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Also want to say that we need to save the date for November 14th for Jasper County, because that is actually a regional opportunity forum that's going to happen out there. So make sure that we keep up with that. There's a whole lot of had to do.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
So
indeed.
all the events that are going on and all the things we have to be reminded of. So we are saving a date for you, saving a date for Jasper. We're going to attend the meet and greet tomorrow and support another member for the personal care facility.
Right. And then quickly, because you have touched on it, and I guess I need to let people know about the opportunities for a lifetime membership.
There you go.
Okay. Now, the lifetime membership comes around once in a while, and is only available at certain times for very limited number of people. And in this case, I think it's probably about 20 people, but I don't know how much of that is left.
Yeah.
That's a very great opportunity for people right now to take advantage of that, because it doesn't happen all the time, and when it does happen, it's for a very, very limited number of people. So I encourage people to check the website and call in and ask about the lifetime membership to the extent that it's still available. I don't know, because that has been running for a very short period of time, and it goes very quickly. So please, if you're interested in that, it will save you a lot of money, to where what you get out of it is just phenomenal. So please check the site of the chamber and call in and find out about the lifetime membership, which is very, very limited. It doesn't happen all the time.
That is true. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and call 832-875-3977 or go over to tcbcc.org, and you can actually fill out a contact us form or online, or you can go ahead and complete the membership and just explain what you want, put it in the notes or anything like that.
Absolutely.
So I think that's really important. So Oliver, thank you for hanging out with me today.
Thank you, Mr. Bethesda. It was very, very good to hang out with you again.
It's like you're saying, that girl strong-armed me. No. This is how it worked. But, okay, so I thank you very much. Tell everybody how they can find you.
Well, you can go on the website.
Which one?
Go on the website at
TCBCC.
That's .org, and then also my Sandrigo Global Holdings, the 9801 Westheimer. You can find us there too.
See, how awesome is that? So should I test you? Are you going to be able to say the name of the chamber?
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce, the only one with 12 counties.
There you go. Love it, love it, love it. So we're going to go ahead and thank our sponsors. Southwest Airlines is a proud air travel sponsor of Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. Yeah. And we also like to thank Premicore Business Solution. So everybody, make sure to remember to tune in 10:30 a.m. on Fridays for Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce podcast here on gmtradio.com. If you're interested in doing a podcast, a radio spot, or television, go ahead and go to gmtradio.com and check it out. Look into it. It's a great opportunity. Look at the studio we're in. This is awesome. Thank you, nice. So everybody, have a great and glorious weekend. And remember, when the right connections matter, connect to the right network. Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. Have a glorious weekend.